There are three environments that allow you to create lists in LaTeX. The first is itemize, second is enumerate, and the third is description. I'll go through all three environments and I'll explain the use of these environments as well. Whenever you want to create a list that is numbered, use the enumerate environment. So first you'll type begin enumerate, and then you'll end this environment. And then you can start filling in the elements. You type item. Now when I hit compile, LaTeX would produce a numbered list. Yes, there we go. So use the enumerate environment whenever you want to create a numbered list. Use the itemize environment whenever you want to create a bulleted list. So first you'll begin an itemize environment. Begin and end itemize. And then to enter each element, you're going to type item and then the name of the item. So in this case, I'm just going to type item 1. And then I'm going to do that again for the rest of the items. And when I hit compile, I'll get the list like this. Yes, there we go. So whenever you want to create a list where the pointers are in bullet points, use the itemize environment. So let's say instead of numbers and bullet points, you want to add a custom label to each list. For that, you're going to have to use the description environment. So for example, here I have three chunks of text. And the label for the first chunk is calculus. The second one's label is linear algebra. And this guy's label is topology. So I'm going to recreate this list by using the description environment. So I'm going to type begin, description, and to create a label, I'm going to type item, and then square brackets, and then whatever I want to call this label. So I'm going to call this one calculus, the second one linear algebra, and the third one topology. Now when I hit compile, I'll get custom labeled lists here. And after that, I can add all the content that I want. So I'm just going to copy paste some content. Now when I hit compile, I'll get a descriptive list. Yes, there we go. So whenever you want to create a list and you don't want that list label to be numbers or bullet points, use the description environment. LaTeX also allows you to create a list inside a list, like this complicated list over here. So to create such a list, first begin an enumerate environment, and then type the names of the elements. Now when I hit compile, I'll get a list such as this one. Messed up the code here a bit. Let me correct that. Yeah, so this is our list. So to transform this list to this one, I'm going to add another enumerate environment after item 1. So I'm going to type begin enumerate and enumerate. And then I'll just add a bunch of items right here. So I'll just call this sub item 1. And the second item, or rather the second sub item 2. Now when I hit compile, I'll get a list within a list, yeah. And I can continue to do this as many times as I want. So for example, sake, I'll just add another list right here. So I'm going to type begin enumerate and end enumerate. And then I'll add another item here called sub item 1. And when I hit compile, I'll get another list. Yeah. And you can use this, you can use such code to write text such as this. So here we have 3 topics in math, and the first describes the history. The second one talks about the principles of calculus. So you can use lists to create complicated text such as this. That's it for this video. I'll leave a link down in the description to this project so that you guys can go through the code again, and let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks for watching.